Chase,
I'm Joe.
and this is the Objective Perspective.
Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, how's it feel to have someone step on your toes?
It's rough. It hurts a little bit. Like I'm not used to being stepped on that much.
Okay,
I don't run anything really.
let's just jump straight into video games.
Let's talk about some news.
What news you got for me today?
Yeah, that Switch is coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, okay, so we are less than a week. We are 6 days away from the Switch. How crazy is that?
It's crazy. It's like also like a console coming out in March feels crazy to me. Like right now, it feels insane for a console to come out.
I think the Wii U was a spring release as well.
So that's a bad thing then, right?
I think the 3DS was also spring.
That's a bad thing too. Then 3DS did not sell well when it came out.
No, it didn't. Well, a terrible launch lineup.
Yeah, terrible. Speaking of terrible launch lineups,
Speaking of every console and platform ever released.
we're talking about the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
So first of all, coming out in March, I think is a bad. I think it feels rushed, and from what I'm hearing about all the information coming out of it, it is rushed.
I have no problem with a March date for a console release, but I think the Switch is just clearly rushed.
Yeah,
like end of story.
It doesn't have the Nintendo shop. It has a Nintendo shop, but it doesn't have like the old games you can play. What's that called?
The eShop?
The eShop. No. The like what are those when you can play the old games? Is that the eShop?
Yeah,
They don't have the eShop. You can't play old games on that system.
not yet though.
Not yet. It comes out when the rest of the stuff comes out in fall.
When do I get my free NES or SNES game?
I think that's like all the online stuff rolls out later.
Shit, dude.
Like none of the online functionalities with that game, with that console when it comes out.
So why did they rush it to market in March? Why didn't they wait till fall?
I think they wanted to come out day and date with Legend of Zelda.
But then why didn't they hold Zelda, fix some of the frame rate problems?
Dog, I do not understand Nintendo's business
They've held
plans.
that game long enough. They can hold it another 6 months.
I think they should not have released the Switch yet.
Yeah, no,
I think
I think everyone thinks that.
I think they should just. This is insane how much like not having online functionality is bad, but like with their launch lineup, I don't know if it actually even matters that much. Because what we're looking at for the launch of the Wii U is
Switch.
1-2 Switch.
Yeah.
Or the Wii U. Oh God,
Yeah,
Yep. For the Switch is 1-2 Switch, which is a bad party game. It looks like
It's a tech demo.
it's a tech demo. I think the problem is Wii Sports is good. I don't care what anyone says. Wii Sports is cool.
But even then, I don't think that many people would have paid $60 for Wii Sports.
No, and it came in the system, which was
Right.
good. This one doesn't,
And Nintendo's like smart about pack-ins. Like they're traditionally some of the best pack-ins.
and this has no pack-ins.
Right. I
Which
mean, the Wii U had a bad pack-in. I don't even know if the 3DS had anything.
3DS,
like
I
a
don't think their handhelds really never have pack-ins.
They had ambassador programs down the line because
That's true.
people. Maybe there's gonna be a Switch ambassador program.
Oh Jesus! I think there's Nintendo Land for the Wii U, by the way, which isn't good.
It was bad.
It's
No.
bad, but it was a pack-in. Like, at least you could
Fireworks.
like get something out of it to be like, okay, this is what the Wii U pad is for. For the Switch, you get nothing. And then you have the big blockbuster hit, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, which I
Also
think
coming to Wii U
also coming to Wii U,
with no differences.
which is what I'm better sound is for the Switch.
Theoretically better controls because you'll have a gamepad.
Yeah,
You'll have a menu down there or something, a map.
let's be honest, the Joy-Cons don't look that great at anything.
We'll see.
I think the Joy-Cons are another huge mistake in Nintendo's control scheme method.
Do you want to dive into this?
I want to go through this first and then we'll dive into
Because
that.
I'll have a Joy-Con
Because I
conversation.
think the next launch lineup stuff is actually bad. It's just not good. We got Skylanders Imaginators, so if you want to get Skylanders for the kids, keep that going.
Is Imaginators coming to other platforms?
I think so, yeah.
Is it coming to Wii U?
I'm not sure about that, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up and
You
check.
should, yeah, look that one up. You have Just Dance 2017.
Of course.
You have Super Bomberman R, which is the new Bomberman game coming out.
Exclusive to
Exclusive
Switch.
for the Switch. I Am Setsuna, which was the Chrono Trigger-like game coming out.
Tokyo RPG Factory.
What?
That's the name of the developer.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Subsidiary inside of Square Enix.
That makes sense.
It is coming to Wii U, by the way. Imaginators confirmed for Wii U.
Okay, so that doesn't
And
even...
PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
Good, coming out for everything.
Yeah.
Let's keep Skylanders alive.
Let's keep going, man. Spyro
World
can
of
never die.
Goo, classic World of Goo coming out again.
World of Goo?
World of Goo.
Wow.
Now you're gonna be like, oh, World of Goo, that's a pullback. Little Inferno.
I don't even know what Little Inferno
Little
is.
Inferno is like came around near that same time, I think, but it's like a burn. You just burn things in the game. And then Human Resource Machine.
Don't know what that is either.
Those are all in little games. That's it. Those are your launch lineups, and those are only 1-2 Switch, Bomberman, and Zelda are the only 3 new games for it, which is like not actually terrible. How it's sitting, like I think Bomberman's a good game. I'm always down to play some Bomberman. I'm a shill for Bomberman.
Yeah.
And Zelda's getting good hype right now.
Yeah.
So I think that's actually like out of a launch lineup, it's a bad launch lineup, but all launch lineups are bad usually.
Which is another conversation.
It's another conversation. If we want to go over all every launch lineup, be like, well, none of these are good. We can do that.
We'll do that later if we have
That's some other time.
But I know later down the line they're getting Rayman Legends, right?
Yeah,
but not at launch.
Yeah, but who cares? Like,
yeah.
I think all they want are new games from a new system.
Exactly.
And I've played Rayman Legends. I own Rayman Legends on multiple systems because that game is so good.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, it's a fucking great game, but I don't want to get it again now. I own it on what I consider modern consoles, and Switch is just going to be an allegory for my PS4 and Xbox One. They're just the same thing to me. So besides Zelda, which I'm going to get for my Wii U, there's nothing at that launch that I want.
So the next big hit to come out then would be Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
That would be the next.
But even then,
I already have
that's
Mario
an
Kart
old
8
game that we already have.
And like I don't need the DLC. My friends have the DLC. We live in the same apartment.
And then after that, we got what, Splatoon 2 finally?
Got Splatoon 2 in the summer. Again, summer Splatoon.
Summer Splatoon?
Yeah.
Hey, that game might be really good. They might flesh out
that feels rushed out, though. Like that, Splatoon 2 feels like a rush out, like a Left 4 Dead 2.
Well, that was a 2015 game. Mm-hmm. So that'll be 2 years.
So that means like right after that game came out, they started development.
Which I don't believe because they've been supporting the first game.
It's for the first game for a long time. That game feels rushed.
Obviously, there's going to be the same assets. Like we're
talking same assets, same style. I'm guessing a huge amount of the same weapons. I hope that game's good. I like Splatoon 1 a lot. I think it's great.
I have Titanfall 1 to Titanfall 2 vibes. I really do. I look at Titanfall 1, I think it's very easy to compare to Splatoon in its shallow single player, just online focus. Yeah. And then you look at them perfecting that in the sequel, ideally.
That's the hope, yeah.
I think I could see that.
Titanfall 2 is fantastic.
Yeah, it's a full package.
It's the full package. So I'd hope that it would be as good as Titanfall 2.
Okay.
But even I think Titanfall 2 got overhyped with how people thought that game was so good, and I think that campaign for that game is not as good as people say it is.
Sure.
Still, I think the multiplayer is better than Titanfall 1 ever was, but there's a chance of the fact that the single player is still not that good. People are crazy for thinking it's as good as it is. Hot opinions.
I just want that lore. I want that squid backstory.
Good, you don't like learn why humans became squids or why the squid people are who they are.
Post-apocalypse.
I mean, yeah, I think there's room for lore in Splatoon.
Yeah, there is.
There's not.
And then we have Mario Odyssey in the holiday. That's all we know for the first party stuff, right?
And I think that's all. That's what's getting people hooked on. I think that's the killer app, really. I think that's the big thing. I think they should have waited and launched with that game.
I think we're underselling Zelda. I think you and me are less hot on Zelda than a lot of people. I know you're very hot on it right now.
Yeah.
But I've been very vocal in being like, I'm not going to buy it for Zelda. Zelda's not enough for me.
I think we're less hot on it mostly because it's coming out on a previous system.
Of course.
Like, that's why we're less hot. Like, if you have a Wii U, if you didn't have a Wii U and you're buying a Switch at launch, I think you're in a very low minority of people. Like, I have a Wii U, so I'm not getting the Switch right away because I have Zelda, and the only thing they're adding to it is sound effects. And I could give less of a shit about a little bit better sound effects right now.
That Great Plateau is just going to sound so smooth.
The song is, I'm going to miss all that wind noise. The Great Plateau is just a huge...
Imagine the Wind Waker without wind. What do you have? The Waker. Garbage.
This is the worst. Yes, that joke was garbage. You're right. Put it in the trash where it belongs.
Something it has in common with Wind Waker.
Oh, jeez. Spicy already. It's starting off. It's only 9 minutes.
I really hope they finish the Zelda before they put it out.
What if it actually gets finished with all the DLC they're adding?
Why didn't the Wind Waker have an extra dungeon, man? That's all I want to know. That HD remix they could have done.
Don't worry, we got 300 hidden little temples in the new Zelda game.
That's what I've been hearing, is that like there might not be big dungeons in the Zelda.
Which would be really, like, I'm super into the idea of just like we're making something fucking crazy for this system.
It's totally new. Like this I know people are like, oh, it's an open world game, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like I think this is one of the freshest games I've seen in a long time.
I'm just nervous that they're gonna take ideas that are popular in other open world games and just put it in Zelda and not give it a fresh coat of paint, you know?
Like what?
Whereas like we've got durability systems, we got cooking, we've got crafting, and you're like, okay, but what?
Yeah, you just pick 3 systems that I'm not even hot on at all. So it's like durability sucks. I hate weapon durability.
Yeah.
Cooking is always just like you just ignore it. You just like I don't even need this. something for Zelda though, like they have the weather thing, so it's like, oh, if you eat this food, you can go into cold places. Like that's cool. That's
Yeah.
engaging. That's something you have to actually work with.
That's
And
burping, sorry.
maybe like durability. I don't know. I hate weapon durability. Maybe it's
Yeah.
gonna be cool. Who knows?
Yeah, I have to hope that it feels inventive rather than like we just made Skyrim but for Zelda. Like you have to like I have to hope that like it feels good for Zelda to have these things on it, not just like
There to check a box.
they took popular things and made them they're still good for Zelda, but they're just popular things for Zelda now.
Yeah.
Like I want to make it feel like they took these things and like we're gonna make this a unique Zelda identity to it.
Will there be a quest log?
God, I swear to God, I
Will
hope there's
be
not.
exclamation marks over characters.
I've been getting so much random, like, some on Twitter, you'll just get so much random shit from Zeldas who are just posting shit where I'm like, I've seen people talking
Dude,
about, like,
watch
a
out for
bunch of
spoilers.
characters. There's, like, diary entries happening, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening in this game?
Get a little Ishmael action.
I
you
saw,
know,
like, someone have, like, holding onto, like, a platform and, like, up in, like, the sky, and I'm like, oh, this game looks cool, though.
no spoilers.
This
stop.
game looks fucking cool, though. That's, like, the difference,
This game can go places, man.
Yeah, so it seems to have a great plateau in there. I am interested. I feel like that's gonna be the most let down actually I'm gonna have with that game. So I'm gonna go to the Great Plateau and it's just not gonna be that good. You know,
You
it's
think Calamity Ganon's gonna let you down?
no, not that. I'm saying I'm so hyped for Great Plateau. Just getting there,
The opening
like
area.
this
You
dumb
start
joke we've
there.
made. That's where we start. Oh
You
fucking.
start in the Great Plateau.
Oh what?
Yes.
Why'd you spoil this for me?
They've said that.
I don't.
That's
Listen,
where all the demos were.
I'm staying pretty far away from this stuff.
my God.
Oh.
You start in the Great Plateau.
Okay, never mind. I had
It's
to
the
like.
starting
I had
fucking
the
area.
idea.
That's
of,
why
like,
the chest is there, because it's
Oh.
like, oh, you wake up, oh, here's your fucking free DLC chest.
Oh,
Here's
I-
your Switch shirt.
I was like thinking like, okay, so it's like gonna be like a nice desert area, kind of like a Grand Canyon style. What the fuck even? What am I doing with my life?
There is a desert.
Yeah, it's Gerudo.
I hope there's an icy place. I know there's icy mountains, but I
Yeah,
want.
I think that's where the icy place is
want a
gonna be,
tundra.
in the icy mountain. Okay, so you
I
want
want a frozen lake.
what if it? Why?
I want a lake. I want to ice skate.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I think
want to walk on ice.
I
And
think
it'd be
that's good.
slippery, so you slide a little bit.
all I saw was that you can ride your shield down the snowy mountains like
Yeah.
a sled, and that's pretty fucking cool.
They saw Metal Gear Solid 5 with the box.
Yeah, they are, but I heard it drains your durability
Do you
for your
think?
shield.
Do you think Aonuma played MGS5?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I think anyone who didn't play MGS5 like is a failure at making gameplay decisions. Like that game sucks story wise, but everything about that gameplay is like perfect.
Yeah.
It is the best gameplay of that year.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. So Switch. What else is wrong with the Switch?
So it's recently come to light that there may actually be a huge problem with the left Joy-Con
Great.
for launching consoles.
Good start.
It's just having syncing issues, basically. So from
Okay.
what I can gather, if you have your hand like in front of it, or I saw someone put it like behind their back, it just interferes with the signal. So
Okay.
like they're rotating the stick in a circle, you can see it visually on screen, and it just gets blocked. Like it's not reading. I don't know if that affects the buttons or anything too. God forbid, but
Probably
like
does.
it probably does. That's a nightmare. That's awful.
That sucks. I don't know like how you. I just can't imagine like. Also, I can't imagine like it getting like. How would you do that? Like, if you why would you be playing the game behind your back? It's like,
I've done that with like my Wii. You know, you get
Oh.
the nunchuck, like you can get a little behind your back action.
oh, okay, you're playing a little behind your back.
You know, sometimes I like
showing
that.
off the ladies.
You're talking about you don't like the Joy-Cons, right?
I think Joy-Cons are. Well, I have also like kind of big hands.
I have big hands.
Yeah, I got big hands. I got little meaty paws.
Yeah.
So
They're definitely small controllers.
I got arm hair. I got like hand hair.
People were fitting the Switch, the tablet, in their pocket.
Yeah,
That blows my mind. That's the size of a DS.
yeah. Which is like that's not. I don't want that. To be honest, like if I'm sitting home playing a game, I'm gonna have to buy that Pro controller because like my hands are big. If I can press every button with my thumb, it's fucked.
The idea of having the controller as two pieces in my left and right hand is so appealing to me. Like I love that idea. I want to sit back and be sprawled out, like arms just in opposite directions. Like that's the comfiest thing to me.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of the Wii.
Yeah, I think the Wii remote was a good size. Like I don't think I think a remote control size, like a clicker or a remote. I call the remote control for a TV a clicker because that's where I was growing up in.
You call Sprinkles Jimmies?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm not that weird.
Alright.
But like I like playing on the Wii when I could. But you're like, all right, I'm just gonna walk with this and just do like a simple swinging motion to play games. Like that's cool. That's easy.
I just like the freedom.
Yeah.
And it's like getting rid of the connection between like the nunchuck and the actual controller. Like this is perfect to me. You can do whatever you want with your hands.
Well, no, you can't. You can't put them behind your back or
You can't put
your
it
other
in
hand.
Yeah, you're right. That needs to be
The
fixed.
freedom is dead.
The freedom's gone.
I hope I'm probably just gonna get the Pro controller. That's where I think I'm gonna try it out whenever I get it for Odyssey. I'll try it out. But man, I don't think those controllers are gonna be good.
I honestly think I'm going to use them over the Pro Controller.
I will.
I'm excited. Like the idea of having these tiny things in my
If
hand
these things
and doing
work,
this weird shit.
if these things work, I'll be excited. But I've heard just like the bumper buttons, not the triggers are bad. I've just heard some like bad shit. I've heard like I got big hands.
I want to give them a shake. My hands aren't that.
I'm gonna give them a shake. How compare? I got bigger hands.
Yeah, my hands are not the biggest.
Yeah, I've only got a little bit bigger hands, but like also that's still a lot. You got small hands.
I got small hands.
Yeah.
You ever see that the Burger King commercial? The dude with the small hands trying to eat the burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that you? You never been to
That's
Burger
me.
King? You haven't been to
I've
Burger
never been
King.
to Burger King.
That's fucked up.
That's why I like the PlayStation controller. It's small. You know, I try and play on that Xbox, just too big.
You gotta get the Duke. Get the Duke
Can't
controller.
even hold it.
That Duke was easy for me as a kid. I got these big hands forever.
One more piece of news I wanted to talk about for the Switch.
Yeah.
Mii's are in it.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
That was it. I was talking. So you did your VGHL skit where the Mii's aren't in it.
I put a lot of work into that.
You put a lot, dude. I was there. I was helping you out the whole time.
I was, one of the main points. I was excited about the Switch and its presentation was there was no Mii's. They had no Mii's at that presentation. There was no talk. I thought we were going to get away from them forever. I thought this was it.
Nope.
Mii's are in the Switch.
Yeah, Mii's are back, or never left, I guess is more what we should be saying. Mii's never die.
Do you care? Is this a thing to you at all?
I don't like Mii's. I think they're dumb. I think like avatars are dumb in general in games. Like in the Xbox avatar is stupid too. But it doesn't it's not a deal breaker for me. It's just more Nintendo liking their dumb bullshit.
Am I a weirdo for being like disappointed that Mii's are in the Switch?
So I think your reasoning was good. Like they're taking a fresh break from it. But like since I didn't hear anything, it wasn't not there. I was like Mii's are still in there. Like I even told you that. I was like I think Mii's are still in. You're like no they're not. And we had our argument and you did your skit.
No, I was like. Well, they didn't say anything.
Yeah,
that was enough for me to go like, hey, maybe we're finally.
I'm gonna jump the gun on this one.
Yeah, Joe jumped the gun monkey. It's my job.
It's a good nickname.
I'm gonna make a Mii. He's gonna be an abomination.
Good.
I'm gonna fucking upside down.
Get a monster factory your own Mii.
Yeah. What are you gonna do with this Mii? What the hell am I gonna do with it?
I'm just gonna make the Mii look like me, like I always do.
But is it gonna be like my friends list? Am I gonna have a Mii Plaza? Like,
we have no idea how the online system fucking works. It's probably just gonna be friends code, and you're just gonna use an app on your phone and talk to it.
Do you really think we're still doing friend codes? Because Fire Emblem Heroes has friend codes.
I don't.
The fucking phone game has friend codes.
When has Nintendo ever done online right?
Never. Well, that's what I'm saying. I guess I'm saying is, are they finally going to get it right?
No.
And we don't.
The answer is no.
The trends say no.
The trends say no.
We have no reason to say yes.
As a history,
they have to know by
as a newly energized history major, it repeats itself. So no, I don't think they're going to get it right. And if they do get it right, that's a pleasant surprise. But hope for the best, expect the worst.
Fuck, dude.
Like I think the Switch feels rushed.
In all ways. In every single way.
And I think them saying like, hey, the 3DS is still going to happen, even though we all know it's not going to happen. This is going to be the replacement for the 3DS. Is like, if this Switch fails, what the fuck are they going to do?
Well, that's what the Game Boy was. The DS came out. They had the DS. I believe the GameCube was still out, and the Game Boy. And they're like, this is our three pillars. And then everyone bought the DS, and then just dropped the Game Boy.
Yeah. So if the Switch isn't so, do you think they'll continue with the 3DS? Or are they putting all their eggs in this basket?
I think it depends on Japan, honestly. I think if Japan buys a bunch of Switches, 3DS is going to drop. I think if Japan is lukewarm, they're going to continue to support 3DS for a little while.
I wonder if the Switch flounders in both places, if they're going to have another run at it.
I'm super curious to see how it sells in like different territories.
Yeah.
Like I really want to know.
I really want to know how it sells here. It's like I want to know what the market is for people who are like, oh, my stay at home. Like it's like for me, I want my console to stay at home, and I want my to-go console to go. Like I want those separate. Sure. Like, I thought the idea, like honestly, it would have been the perfect thing for me is just give me another 3DS that I can plug into a console, and that'd be the Switch for me is that I'd want. I like the 3DS. I think it's such a great console.
The GameCube's Game Boy reader.
Yes, that's what I want.
Yes.
Or just make that better, being like you have games developed for like the Switch for at home and for the Switch on the go. Like having this like dichotomy, but like having it as one thing would be really cool.
Yeah, people were really excited about this concept of the dual console handheld, and I was never really for it. I mean, I've come around now, but it's more like an acceptance kind of phase. But I was definitely against it at first. I was like, I want that traditional home thing.
Yeah.
I think the idea of having all developers making one platform game is good. Like, you're not going to have droughts the way we did for Wii U or even 3DS. Like, that's logistically probably the best thing about the Switch. Because everyone's just making it for the same platform. Like, think about that. Nintendo's got so many first-party studios. Like, if they get their development cycles going, if you get into 2018, theoretically they'll just be firing on all cylinders, and you'll just have game.
But I wonder if what's going to happen is like when you play when people who are mainstream gamers, I'll say, play on the PS4.
Us gamers.
No, I'm not a gamer. I'm a cool guy, certified, not a nerd.
Yep. All right.
When people play, who the fuck cares about the indie titles? Who cares about the small? People want those big
Right,
AAA experience.
I don't give a fuck about those
Yeah,
games.
so who wants the fucking small Switch games?
I don't think
That's
there's
the
small
question.
Switch games. I think instead of getting Kirby Triple Deluxe, we're gonna get Kirby on the Switch, and like it's gonna feel like a bigger deal.
But is it? It's like Nintendo is not in the best place right now.
I think they are. I really do. They made so much money on their mobile games, dude. Like people talk about this as their last chance in the console market.
No,
It's fucking not.
It's their no. I think if they failed this, I think they'll have one shot for this, and they can still keep making. But I think they'll be like, we're not doing well on consoles. We'll just cut doing consoles. That's the difference.
I think the Switch could bomb and they still have another chance.
I think they still have another chance.
People say this is their last chance.
No. I think they have
don't.
one more chance. I think if this thing fails, they're going to cut it quick and go on to the next thing really quickly.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to extend it like the Wii U. Because the Wii U just failed forever.
The R&D on this thing must be insane, though, right?
Oh yeah, I don't know. Because like you have a 3DS already. You have this kind of like screen stuff. You have a touch screen already. You have all this kind of stuff that like. I don't think the R&D was
manufacturers
crazy.
probably weren't too big a problem.
Yeah, and you're not having like some crazy thing where like you can have the Switch work at the bottom and then the Switch on the TV, like two screens at the same time. It is just plugging it in. It's on the TV. I'm taking it out. It's on the go.
You're gonna laugh, but I was watching some unboxing videos and I noticed that the dock is just kind of a plastic shell.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Mhm.
I thought it'd be this kind of
Nope.
You thought it'd be a similar material. It's just a shell.
Yep.
That's so fascinating.
This console is utterly fascinating to me. Like I'm
I wanna
excited
hold
to
it
see
in
where
my
this is going.
hands.
Isn't some people going to bring it to the show on? Isn't someone getting it?
I hope so. I don't know that we'll be playing it on the first because we're playing Horizon Zero Dawn next.
Yeah, but Zelda's not even out yet.
Zelda will be the next. Zelda will be out the Friday.
Yeah, and I'll have Zelda for the Wii U, but I won't have it for the Switch.
I don't think we'll be playing Zelda even the week after. So, and then the week after that is spring break. So we might be able to play it then after that.
I think
We'll see.
I think we're probably just going to play if we get Zelda,
We'll play it on Wii U
we'll play it on the Wii U.
if we have to.
I think we should if we get it. No one has a Switch, but Zelda's like a fucking huge title. People should play that.
No, it is. It is.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I don't know that we'll get a Switch in on.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's
I don't
even
even know if
getting a
anyone's
Switch.
getting
Yeah, I think
Someone is.
someone said their friend's girlfriend was getting one, and that's
Oh
the best we
boy.
got. Yeah.
Awesome.
So we were really hitting it. And if you're thinking about what show we're on VGHL at University of Texas, TSTE.
Feel free to look us up on YouTube.
That's Video Game Hour Live, one word. Go to channels, and we're right there.
Watch my now redundant Switch video.
Yeah, watch my Resident Evil 7 review, which is bad.
Resident
seven-
Evil 7 for 7.0.
I think that game should have been a 6 too. Now that I think about it, like I think about it a little bit more.
You love that game.
I think the game's really good. It doesn't mean I'm trying to grade harder than
man.
ever as a critic. I want to be way more criticky.
I love our different review styles.
Yeah.
You're just driving me to go so hard the other way and just like look for the good in everything. This is perfect.
There's a lot of good Resident Evil. There's also just a lot of bad. So I'm gonna be that guy.
I can't wait to finally get around to it 5 years later.
Yeah, I mean, don't worry. When we're all out of college, or I'm in a different college, we'll just play through Skype or something.
Jesus.
If I'm going for like a PhD or whatever.
PhD in bad reviews.
History of bad reviews.
History of bad reviews.
The giant bomb scale.
On a 7-point scale. How many stars out of 7?
0. You can start off with 0 stars and it just goes up.
Any last thoughts on the Switch?
Oh man, I'm super interested to see what happens. I'm so interested to see what happens.
It's just exciting. Like this is something new. You talk about PS4, it's like whatever. We're doing this again.
No. I totally think every new console is an exciting fucking time.
Oh, absolutely.
When Xbox One and PS4 were coming out, you're like, oh fuck, what is this?
I shouldn't have said it like that. I was super excited about those too, but I was definitely not as excited as I am for this because this seems so radical and different.
Well, also like it feels like Nintendo's in a precarious situation. Like
Yeah,
no matter
no
matter how you put it, like there's like this is like the fucking second quarter of the film, and you're like, oh, are the heroes going to pull it off? We don't know if Nintendo's an actual hero or not, but like it has that feeling of like, are they going to pull it off? The answer looks like no.
I don't know, dude. I think the 3DS. Look at the 3DS.
I think this holiday is going to really. I think it's this holiday and next year's holiday are really was what's going to cement the system.
Is Scorpio coming out this year?
Yes, I think. Well, I think they're unveiling it in E3 sometime. This E3 is Scorpio's unveiling. It's going to be nuts.
What's PlayStation going to do?
Have an orchestra out again and do the dumbest E3 press conference.
Okay. Last year, everyone praised their press conference. It was
sucked.
incredible.
What are you talking about?
I'm with you.
Okay, cool.
Everyone said it was the greatest press conference ever.
I'm so glad
People said that was the greatest.
I'm so glad we're in an echoey room and we're in an echo chamber of opinion.
They said it was the greatest. I've heard people say it's like the greatest press conference of all time.
I
Last
think
of Us 2.
Well, yeah, who cares?
God of War.
New God of War does look cool. That is like, I think that game looks cool. That's just an opinion I'll have.
My wife's son.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I think that game looks pretty cool.
What was it also? Days Gone?
I think the game doesn't look good.
I don't care about Days Gone.
Yeah.
I'm over zombies. I've been over them for a while. What
I'm
else?
not over zombies.
Crash Bandicoot.
That game doesn't look good. Crash Bandicoot doesn't look cool.
I'm trying to think back to their press conference. Other than that, they didn't have any Final Fantasy VII stuff, did they?
I think they had a trailer for it.
They had a Final Fantasy 15 trailer.
Yeah, whatever.
And there was no Kingdom Hearts.
Nope. Kingdom Hearts coming for everything, anyways, isn't it?
It's coming to Xbox. I
Yeah.
don't know that it's coming to PC, but considering Square's
Whenever
putting
that
everything on
thing
PC,
actually comes out, maybe.
whenever they put 15 on PC, Kingdom Hearts is pretty inevitable after that. They're not putting this new collection on Xbox.
Nope.
It's fucking crazy.
I think the press conference was like, I don't care about orchestra. I just want to hear people talk about their games.
Exactly.
To be totally honest.
But my point is, that was like them on all cylinders. That was like dunk. They were
like, we're hitting games.
I don't know what they have in the hopper now. They have maybe Sucker Punch's game.
So
and
I think
then I don't know who else.
what we're probably gonna get is
maybe Spider-Man.
We're gonna have the same games as some of the same games again. Obviously, just being like, hey, here's maybe some new stuff for these games.
Oh, so it was an Uncharted thing. They will not show Last of Us 2. They can't.
What if they do?
No, they need to just go away.
So I don't know what PS4 has in the hopper coming out. I think they need to. No, Death Stranding. I think Death Stranding is like there's two things now. And now, like, if they show anything else that's not gameplay, people are gonna get pissed.
It's like lock Last of Us and Death Stranding away until 2019, 2020.
I think what they need to do is hit some indie, like hit some real good indie titles, like some like really cool look like I need to see Below again
at
for the Xbox
E3,
One.
You want that at the E3 press conference.
No Man's Sky was a fucking hit. They need to find that indie game again. I think they need to find that indie gem and polish
I think they need
it.
more than just a bunch of it. They can't have a devolver digital reel. That's not good enough.
I'm not given like that's the only thing they need.
Yeah.
I'm saying like this is like they need to hit that indie team. It's like I think it's great, but I'm like shooter, action, hit guy with an axe, shooter.
Guerrilla Games gets on stage. Let's talk about Horizon Zero Dawn 2.
What if they
DLC.
I think PS4 Pro is going to be a big thing again.
Do you think they'll push it?
They're trying. They've got.
It didn't sell well.
You're right. They need to push it, or they're going to need to like
incremental consoles are dumb.
You're right. I'm not.
Get a PC if you want that.
Get a PC.
Just get a PC in general.
Just get a
full
fucking
stop.
computer. Yeah,
Full
I mean, if you want like actuals, unless you want to get Horizon Zero Dawn, you need PS4.
There you go.
Yeah, which is what I'm doing.
I just want Sucker Punch's new game, dude. They've been quiet for too long.
What's their new game? Have they said anything?
No.
Okay,
you don't know.
Maybe that's what
they haven't made a game since Second Son.
They bring out Sucker Punch. It's infamous.
Second Son was 2014.
Sucker Punch hasn't done anything after that.
No, they've done nothing.
They did the DLC for it.
Yeah, the Fetch DLC, which was 2014.
It was fine, yeah.
So it's been 3 years.
I think that's probably what it's going to be then, right? You got some Sucker Punch game. What's this infamous
Sly
Third Son?
Cooper 5.
Who fucking wants that? No one.
I didn't.
After Thieves and Times, that game has no.
Sanzaru made that, and Sanzaru it was a fan game. It was a fan game.
Yeah.
It was a formal fan game, and I don't like Sly 4.
Yeah, but I think
Sly's done.
Capitalism speaks and sales speak, so that game didn't sell well.
Yeah, but it ended on a cliffhanger.
Who fucking cares?
Yeah. Sly 2 is a masterpiece.
Games that end in cliffhangers have to sell well to get an ending. This is the world we live in. Depression.
Definitely God of War, I think.
I want to see more God of War too. Like, I just want to see that game actually.
Is that a 2017 game, Holiday?
No, I think it's a 2018.
2018
I think that game's got time. Yeah, maybe 2018 fall still.
When's Spider-Man?
I just have no idea what that fucking thing. Like, it just did like a weird like CG trailer. Like, I don't think they're like that's actual game. I'm like bullshit.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
but like, what other studio do you want making it other than Insomniac?
Well,
like,
I mean, I want
dream.
Insomniac making it. I'm just saying, if that game never comes out, I wouldn't be surprised. Is also what I'm saying.
No, Disney wouldn't let them drop it like that.
I mean, yeah, they would.
Avalanche Studios, man. Goodbye.
They just fucking cut them. Like, I think if that game isn't coming out the way
I think
they
Sucker
want
Punch can produce. I think they get results.
Yeah, but is Sucker Punch doing?
I mean, not Sucker Punch. I'm sorry, Insomniac.
I think Insomniac can do.
They work on like 5 different games at once.
But I think, I think they can still like fumble it and get told not to make it anymore. Like, I'm just saying, I haven't seen anything else about that game.
I just don't see any information to lead to that either.
No, neither do I. All I'm saying is, if that game got canceled, I wouldn't be surprised. If that game continued, I also wouldn't be surprised.
I also don't see how that game can be anything other than the PS2 games, where you just swing around the city.
That's all it should be.
Yeah, like I don't have any other. Like, what else does a Spider-Man game look like?
Well, it should be that. But everyone thinks the PS2 Spider-Man 2 is a good game.
Yeah, they do.
But it's just a swinging that's fun. Everything else about the game fucking sucks.
We'll take Batman Combat.
No, God,
Put
please.
it in Spider-Man.
If someone did that, I'd be so fucking mad.
That's an easy money.
Yeah, because you got the Spidey sense, so your Spidey sense activates, you press triangle. That's already been done, though. People have been doing that. That exact thing is a tutorial, literally, message I've read before in Spider-Man games for the 360 or PS3.
When's the Justice League game? When's the Suicide Squad game?
The Suicide Squad game would suck.
Yeah.
Because the Suicide Squad sucks.
I guess Injustice 2 is the Justice League.
Yeah, I think that game was cool, though. That beta looked pretty dope.
People are excited.
I think loot systems in game are back, baby.
We did it.
Who wanted
Year
it?
of the loot box.
Oh, fucking
Again.
Christ. Again. Great. So one thing that's killing games.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one
That's
thing.
the one thing killing games is loot boxes.
Exactly.
What a fucking stupid article. What have you been playing lately?
Fire Emblem Heroes.
We're back on the Fire Emblem Heroes train. Still loving it?
Playing arena, like, competitive level is actually really compelling in a way I never would have expected. And, like, I don't want to oversell it because it is still that simple thing, but, like, you have to actually strategize in those games, in those matches most of the time.
So what is the arena? Give me like a rundown.
You
I
have
no
your
idea.
team of 4.
Okay.
And it's not live time, like, you're not actually facing a real opponent. It's the computer using those characters. Those characters are people trained to their top tier. Like, these are min-maxing characters. They're trying to get the highest score because you need to get feathers, because feathers is how you take your level 4 units and make them level 5 units. So everyone, like, has a lot of stake in trying to do well. The better you do, you actually get ranked globally. I'm currently like 35,000. I'm feeling all right.
It's not bad.
I'm doing okay.
Out of like how many? Like
I don't know. The lowest you get to even get a reward is 50,000.
okay,
So, like,
yeah,
I'm
you're
doing
getting up
all right.
there. Yeah, you're getting up there.
Yeah, but and then you need to win games in a row. So there's like 7 games, and you get bonus for winning them. If you lose a game, you just start back at 0.
Okay.
So like you can build your score up to those 7 wins, and then even once you do that, it's like, well, I'm just gonna play again and hope to get even more because you get multipliers because they'll pick characters and be like, if you have these on your team, it increases your score. And the meta, like there's actually a meta. You're trying to counter people. Takumi just wins at everything.
Takumi's still broken.
Takumi's still broken.
He's been broken in his own game and this game.
But just the increased difficulty, like the AI using them is like smart.
Okay.
And it's actually like nerve-wracking because it is so close, and you have to like, I'll sit there for 10 minutes and I just have to plan where to move this one dude and like risk stuff, and it's actually really fun.
So what would you think of a multiplayer Fire Emblem? Like if you had to play actually against someone and the stakes were still that high?
I don't think it would work.
You don't think it would work?
No.
How come?
Because Fire Emblem is so based around manipulating like how far away people are, and it would just get to the point where it's like no one would attack each other.
Gotcha.
You're just standing there because like a lot of the times is you bait the AI to attack you, so that when you counterattack, you win. Because if you
That's
attack
fair.
them first, then they just get the first attack after
That makes sense. I buy that.
So like a competitive Fire Emblem like in real time doesn't work.
Maybe it'd be like a different kind of game then. Because like instead of baiting, you're like, I have to go on the attack. And
Yeah.
like try to get them while they're trying to backpedal maybe.
We're getting RTS going.
Ooh, that'd be kind of cool.
And I mean, maybe it makes more sense with like dodging and
Yeah.
hit rates, which aren't in Heroes.
That's true.
Maybe that makes it a little more realistic.
So I'm wondering, because I know you don't like multiplayer games.
It's not that I don't like them. I'm just over them in my life right
Yeah.
now. You know,
So I feel like you would enjoy some multiplayer games if like you play with someone seriously about it.
there are multiplayer games I like. It's just the commitment to it. I feel like I'm not getting anywhere because the way I play through games now is I have this 1,000 game backlog, and I need to feel like I'm making progress of like, oh, we're going through them, we're checking off the list. If I sit down with Overwatch, nothing's getting checked off. I'm just playing
what
Overwatch.
About, what about
in perpetuity.
co-op games is more, I guess, a question. What do you think about like if me and you were like, hey,
We played Gears of War together.
yeah, let's play, me and you want to play
Sure,
Gears of War.
I'll check Gears of War off if we're playing Gears of War co-op, but I feel like a lot of times I would just rather play through it myself to
Gotcha.
get that full experience, to really appreciate it, and then go back and say, like, all right, now let's play through Halo together on Legendary and have a good time.
Okay.
After I've played through it by myself once.
It's just so I've never played a Halo game first off without my brother, except for the newest ones he left for the Marines, and I couldn't like get with him to play with it like more off the
No
grid.
split screen in Halo 5 anyway, so I mean,
We
they're bringing it back in 6.
I know
News.
because people were fucking mad.
Hot news. I thought we didn't have the technology. They didn't say it could be done.
They're idiots. They're liars, and we know it. I know it.
Oh yeah, we can't figure it out.
We can do. I mean,
Compromise the
the fucking the fucking the stuff they did for Halo 5 is still incredible to watch while you're playing the game. It's like far away, everything looks like shit, and as you get closer, you just see it dynamically get better.
That's classic. They had this since like Reach.
But like yeah, but like no, it works so well in this, and that's why it gets at 60. But you can like see it if you're like, oh god, try to like glitch it so I can
isn't
see it.
the pop-in just gross?
It's not popping. It's the resolution of like watching enemies move. So, like you know, like back in the day when you're far away from an enemy, they'll just like move like in blocks. Like
yeah,
it'll be like
I'm thinking
like a
Duke.
pixel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in this, you'll get close and it'll like fade in really, but it's really done really well. Where it doesn't draw me out unless you're specifically looking for it. But if you're like moving and blasting, it's
Oh,
a lot
that's
of fucking fun.
Weird.
It's really well done actually.
Huh.
I'm impressed by how good that system is still, and that game doesn't drop frames at all, which is like I'm more happy with like a little pop in the back and the game running at 60 FPS than like running at 30 FPS and the game has nothing for shooters especially.
I'm fine with 30 FPS. I don't care.
I think that's for shooters. I need 60 FPS a lot.
Maybe, yeah.
It like it just fucks your aim up. Look, I need the.
I'm on a controller. It's fine. Whatever.
Pure
my aim's already fucked up.
Yeah, you already suck.
And then one last thing I wanted to move fast is been still chipping away at Etrian Odyssey 2 Untold.
Why do you want to move faster? This is the good shit.
I
This
mean,
is so much more important than Fire Emblem Heroes.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm moving off of that because
Oh,
we've
okay.
talked about Fire Emblem. It's whatever.
Yeah, you like it.
I'm still into it because whatever. I need something to waste my time.
You need to still have your fix of gaming because you've been so
Yeah.
busy lately. You just need something to play.
And like carrying the 3DS around just isn't good enough because even for Etrian Odyssey, I like to sit down.
Yeah, I took mine on my backpack. I'm done carrying my 3DS around with me now. It's just
Yeah,
fucking-
you'd Monster Hunt all
it's,
up.
It's heavy. It's just fucking heavy at this point.
But Etrian Odyssey. So I was thinking about this. We talk about how this is the Etrian Odyssey Memorial Podcast.
Yeah, which is
secretly
fucking depressing,
one of
man.
the greatest game series ever made.
I think underrated too,
Oh,
especially in
just
the
because people don't
Western.
know about it.
Yeah, well, that's what underrated things are. People
Well, no,
don't-
some underrated people can know about and just rate it poorly.
That's true. Well, then they're still underrated.
Sure.
Yeah.
Known, underappreciated.
Is this an indie hit then, or like what's that mean? Like a It's like a hit. It's a cult hit. It's a cult hit.
Cult classic.
Cult classic.
Cult classic.
Etrian Odyssey, cult classics.
Cult classics. I don't believe that Etrian Odyssey 5 is the last Etrian Odyssey
I hope not.
because the lore of Etrian Odyssey states there are 7 trees. Okay.
Okay, no, oh, yeah, hit me up.
And Etrian Odyssey 3's isn't one of the 7 trees because that's from space.
Yeah.
Spoiler. It's from space.
Space Tree.
Because you know the lore of Etrian Odyssey, right?
No, not at all.
Not a real spoiler. This is like the backstory. I'm about to blow your mind now.
Okay, cool.
You know, have you played 1?
I played 1.
So you know how the 5th stratum, this is a
So
spoiler.
I'm gonna be totally honest with you right now. When I play Etrian Odyssey, that story goes like very back
it's
to my
very
brain.
ancillary, but that's
Yeah.
the point is if you want it, it's there for you.
Yeah, I never really wanted it. Those games are like on my I'm listening to some fucking podcasts on mapping
They're
out a dungeon.
great podcasts.
Holy
dude.
shit.
They're so good.
Okay, yeah, but go on. You like these?
That's what I do. I play my podcast list like if I fight a boss, no, put that soundtrack in.
Yeah.
But basically, the world got incredibly polluted. Like everything was dying on Earth. This
Okay.
takes place on Earth. This is
I do.
our
Yeah, I do
universe.
know that. I do know that.
So humanity created the Yggdrasil project.
Yeah.
They planted 7 trees on each of the continents to control pollution.
Mhm.
That's what the trees are.
Okay, so I played Etrian Odyssey, Untold, Millennium Girl.
The Millennium Girl.
Yeah, and I played the story of that version, the way you're not supposed to play that
Yeah,
game.
the bottom floor.
They
is
give you that whole
Shinjuku.
entire story.
It's
Yes,
Tokyo.
yes, they give you that
So
whole
you
story.
realize you're in Japan.
Yeah. It's
You
pretty
get to
cool.
the bottom, you're like, whoa, it's a post-apocalyptic game. It's
Top 5
really cool.
post-apocalyptic games, Etrian
That's
Odyssey.
a cool twist, and
It's
it's,
a
a
good
gameplay
twist.
and it's so good. Anyway, there's trees on every continent. So 2 takes place. It's theorized because that's the only confirmed one. Is
Yeah.
1 because it literally says Tokyo, so people have to sort of do some fan theories.
Yeah,
Two-
fan theory.
2 is like Europe.
Okay.
We're talking it's in like not necessarily Norway, but that kind of like Swedish like up there, boreal
Yeah.
kind of
Tundra
Finland.
village.
yeah.
Area.
Scandinavia.
Scandinavian.
I'm talking you're in like Scandinavia.
Yeah.
And it adds up.
Yeah,
If
that
you look
makes
at the
sense.
environments
Yeah.
and like the kind of themes. So 3 it's around like Indonesia kind of is the theory, but because the tree's from outer space, it's not one of the ones planted there. So theoretically, you go back to 4. 4 they say takes place in Australia.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I
why?
got you. Yeah.
There's kangaroos walking
Yeah.
around, man. And you go from like
I love the idea of there's kangaroos. It's in Australia.
it's in Australia. You start out in this lush green land, and then you move inland, and you get to this like red plateau-y space. So that's like
Okay.
the outback.
Yeah.
And then you get to this cold
get to
place,
the-
which is it's like a mountain
The
region.
Great
I don't
Plateau.
know.
Yeah.
The Great Plateau. Yeah. There's evidence to state that that's like Australia, which
Okay.
is really cool. I think.
Yeah. I like that kind of.
I love that. Like,
I
there's
love this fan theories, yeah.
This is like super compelling to me. So I don't know where 5 is. 5's probably like Africa or something.
Gotcha.
They've like hinted at one in North America / Canada from the Millennium Girl because they say that they're from like Gotham. I think
Yeah.
the Canadian Night Lady literally says she's from Ontario.
Yeah, I think so.
Like they reference the one in North America, but I don't think we've technically seen it.
So I mean, the only thing I'm going to say is
They can't leave the story undone. We got to get to all these trees.
I would like to get to all
we got
the
to get
trees.
3 more stories. Finish with Etrian Odyssey 8.
But like I don't. What's that coming out on?
They can still make 3DS games.
I don't think they can make 3DS games. That's the difference. I mean,
I
they
think
can.
they have the engine. I think they can farm those games out like they did those remakes.
I don't think they should though. I don't want a fucking subpar Etrian Odyssey game.
I think a subpar Etrian Odyssey game is better than no Etrian Odyssey game. Is
No.
where I'm at right now. I'm reaching.
No, that's a bad. That's like that's the
I have
bad.
the wrong mentality.
That's the bad step. That's the bad
I
step.
have the wrong mentality. Let's reframe my mind here.
Yeah, I think what would you want? Do you want a good Etrian Odyssey game or a subpar Etrian Odyssey
I want them
game?
to find a way to make one for the Switch.
What I would say is
You have to play in handheld.
maybe a
mode.
PC game.
You play in handheld mode. You tilt it sideways so that you just half the screen.
You're a wild man.
Half the screen. Kirby Tilt and Tumble.
This is gonna be the canvas curse of Etrian Odyssey games if you did that.
Fuck. Oh,
I want Etrian Odyssey. Look, Joe.
The thing is, it's the double-edged sword of that. It's the game the 3DS was meant for. Like this, no game takes advantage of this hardware.
Maybe your hope
before.
is then for the Switch to fail,
No.
and so the 3DS continues and the Etrian Odyssey continues as well.
I think they can make 3 games. I think they can do it. Or
I
they can
think-
make 1 game.
I think they should make one good game.
They'll make a
I'd
6.
rather have a one good game than 3 subpar Etrian Odyssey games. I don't want to play another fucking Millennium Girl. Like I just don't.
No, we don't want that.
But you shouldn't take
5 doesn't have a story mode, dude. 5 is
5 is great.
They're not doing. No, it's not out yet. Well, in America. It's
No,
out
not
yet.
America. But what I've seen of it, I'm
But
like, this
notice,
is
like,
good.
even though they've been adding the story mode for the remakes, like they still have the knowledge to say like we're not even doing this for the main game.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is you're like, you want some subpar Etrian Odyssey games, we're going to get a subpar story mode then. Like,
I don't need a story mode.
we don't.
Just give me.
That's right. We
just
want
give
to
me
go.
15 new dungeons.
We want Etrian Odyssey 6.
I just
good
want
game.
cartography for my whole life. I
That's-
should be a cartography major.
Yeah, get some.
Making maps is the best thing in the
In
world.
D&D, you can have a skill in cartography.
Etrian Odyssey like scratches my D&D itch, man.
Well, yeah. You're like, I'm making my characters. I'm making
Yeah.
a super. And I'm going into
Like,
dungeons.
yo, there's something in that tree. Who are you gonna send to go look at?
Look,
I'm like, yo, Anna's gonna go get it.
D&D is the progenitor to most RPGs that come out.
Of course it is.
It's great. It's so as someone who's like learning D&D for the first time.
Just like how the bottom of Etrian Odyssey 1, you fight the progenitor.
Yeah, and it's just the guy
Or
who
is
made
that
D&D.
3? It's just big Cthulhian monster.
I think that's 3.
Yeah.
I think
I
that's.
think progenitor is 3. I don't know if he's 1. Whatever.
No.
It's fine.
I think one's like something else.
In-depth Etrian Odyssey lore talk. Because no one else gets to talk about it. So thank you for listening.
Yeah, you never get to talk
I
about
never,
it.
because no one
Well, me and you
cares.
both don't get to talk about weeb shit.
No one knows what Etrian
Because no one fucking cares about shit on it. And anytime we want to talk about anything weeby, everyone's like, oh, they do a jack off motion. I fucking want to punch someone in the throat.
I just feel like people.
I get angry.
If they I'm going to preach. I'm gonna
Okay,
soapbox.
no, go ahead.
If people open their minds.
This is what this podcast is for.
If people open their minds.
This is
they
the
would,
objective perspective.
They would find so many cool games that they didn't think they would like.
Exactly.
Because they're out there.
Cool games are out there.
And like, if you just close yourself off because you say like, "Oh, that art style looks weird," or like, I get it. I get that something is off-putting to you. Because like, I'd be a hypocrite if I say that didn't affect me. Like, there are totally games I look at and I roll my eyes. I look at Stardew Valley and I say, I don't want to play that game. I don't like that art style. I don't like what that is. I would probably love Stardew Valley. I'm a big hypocrite.
Yeah, I know.
I should play that game.
I know.
That kind of game is made for me, honestly.
It is. It's specifically made for people who like your kind of game.
I love Rune Factory.
I don't know why you're not fucking playing that game still to this day.
I should play that game.
Like, the only thing I try to rally your gears up about is Persona 3, because I actually really love Persona 3, and I might think it's better than Persona 4. Real talk on here, but I like saying it's not. And I
It's
like making
fun.
fun of
It's
everything.
fun.
Yeah, it's,
You have to challenge my beliefs.
Yeah.
We have to constantly challenge each other's beliefs so that we can stand by them. You have to test it.
yeah, I have to see if you can hold up.
Yes.
And you do. You hold up every time.
Senpai.
I can't believe, though, that people won't fucking play JRPGs anymore, and they're some of the fucking best games that have come out in the last generation.
Well,
And this generation.
it's funny you say that because I think last generation was like, that was the death of JRPGs.
Yeah,
quotes. But there was some great ones.
Some fucking. I think every time.
Sure, they shifted to maybe handhelds.
I think JRPGs always get killed every generation because like people start realizing like those games are really long and take a lot of money and don't sell as good as
it's
these.
a lot of time.
But there are good ones still coming out, and they're
Absolutely.
they're fantastic.
I think of 2014, Bravely Default was incredible. Did you play that?
Yeah, who didn't fucking? Okay, so like
A lot of people did.
a lot of people didn't play Bravely Default. That game was.
I've never
that game
talked
was
to you about that game.
That game was a breakout success, by the way. Did you know that?
Yeah,
like,
they sold a lot.
Yeah, Square Enix had to like. They actually came out saying like, "What do we think how we make games right
Yeah,
now?"
they
because
almost
it's
didn't
so good.
localize it in America.
Yeah, but that game's fucking awesome.
I haven't played second. I haven't had the time. I've heard it's not as great.
It's interesting. It's a different kind of. I think the characters suck in
Sure.
Bravely Second.
I mean, I can we dive into the story of Bravely Default here?
Go
Side
ahead,
story.
hit me up.
I love the story because that's super polarizing for people, and I want to know where you stand.
I got the best ending first time through because I kept.
Oh, so you okay? Spoiler. Okay, You
Yeah.
broke the crystal first time.
No, I didn't.
Oh no, you didn't. That's the real ending.
I kept going around and not breaking the crystal. I thought like, well, yeah, you can't break the crystal.
Yeah.
Like, me.
That's like one of my favorite plot twists in games.
Yeah.
And granted, like I haven't played a lot of games.
And I think the party chat for that is like, why are we fucking still
Yes.
doing it? It's so good.
The way that game messes with player expectations, like subverting them, is
Yeah.
incredible. Because you're in the shoes of Ringabel.
Yeah.
Like you identify with him more than anyone, which is ironic because you're literally Tiz.
Yeah.
Because that game breaks the fourth wall because you're this like spectral god who possesses one of the main characters.
Yeah, it's great.
Because like at the end of the game, he just passes the fuck out,
Yeah.
and you just like fly away. You're fighting the final boss of that game. He's like Ouroboros, the eater of worlds. He breaks through into like he says, "I'm going into like the dimension of the gods," and then on the top screen of the 3DS, your face shows up.
Yeah.
The 3DS camera turns on, and as you're fighting the final boss, you see your big stupid face in the background. He's
good.
like, "I've broken into the holy realm," and it's like, "I was the god the whole time."
I'm God.
That game is so cool.
That game was a fucking great ending, and I was playing like a very bad team. So I just kept like, oh, I'm just gonna max out everyone on everything. And so I was like, I didn't know it's the end, and I was like a pirate, and like
I love the pirate.
pirate's great,
You
but
get
like,
those debuffs.
but I was me who was like, my first thing was like, how strong is the boss? I was really over leveled, so I just never turned down the encounter rate. It was like
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, brave everyone completely and do an all out attack and see what
It
happens.
feels good.
And it didn't kill him.
Damn.
And then it killed me.
And like good difficulty on that game too.
That game's good,
Like,
yeah.
That game's got bite. Like it's a mod
Especially as it
RPG.
goes on, those side get the side summons are fucking
Oh, those
difficult.
asterisk quests.
Yeah, they're fucking difficult.
I never got the sage.
I did.
Because I just missed it.
I got all of them.
Because I got to the last rotation, and you have to fight him with the vampire dude then, and
Yeah.
that's just too fucking hard
It's
for me.
really fucking hard. That took like me being like, let's make it a perfect team for this. Let's go look up the perfect team.
Yeah, you cheese it. You just drink
Yeah.
it and you jump in the air or some shit.
No, I think I was like, I have items. Just like, everyone item up, everyone brave and do a few items. Like, get
Yeah.
one person who's like the tank to brave 4 times, and just dump items on everyone.
But I
It's
just know
awful.
people hate the story, but like it's supposed to make you mad because it's a
Yeah.
puzzle and it doesn't tell you.
Yeah.
The idea that you're supposed to break the crystal, that the game's subtitle, Where the Fairy Flies, is actually a trick to say airy lies.
Yeah.
Like when those letters fade away,
Yeah.
mind blown, dude.
I think the best ending is if you break the crystals, it's not the best ending. The best
It's not
ending
the
is
real ending.
yeah, the real ending is
Because you don't kill a robbers.
yeah. This is a good fucking game.
But like when you're playing the game, because it's a mechanic and it's basing the whole thing on the mechanic of mash A to get the
Yeah.
crystal, and Aries like, okay, good, stop. That's the only thing telling you to stop because you're supposed to trust this fairy.
Yeah.
You get suspicious of her naturally, and you're like, what happens if I keep pressing it?
what happens when I blow
And
this
then
popsicle?
she just slowly just starts going crazy. She's like, stop! What are you doing? And she just kills you.
Is that what happens?
Well, yeah, you break the crystal, and then she turns into a giant abomination bug lady, like kills you, and then I think you from another. I don't know that she kills you or she thinks she kills you, but you're still alive. That's probably what it was.
So I never went back and played the game all over again.
Because it's like Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
So every time that you're like going into the light, you're just destroying another dimension.
Oh, okay.
That's what happens.
That's dope.
Because you know the beginning of the game, Tiz's village is a big pillar of light.
Oh, okay.
That's
yeah, yeah,
you crashing through that into that dimension.
That's cool.
God, I love that game so much. I need to play the sequel.
You do. I can give you that. I can give you like a quick one on that one.
I don't have time, and I gotta buy it myself.
That's true. It's by yourself because you're an idiot.
Yep.
Yep.
I still gotta play Berseria.
And you have no money. You have to buy these games yourself, which is like
I'm only buying Persona and Kingdom Hearts.
I can't wait till we play through Kingdom Hearts. I'm so excited to see what that game is. So I've never played Kingdom Hearts.
My favorite game of all time is probably Kingdom Hearts 2.
It's an interesting take. I've been playing Tom Clancy's Wildlands. I want to talk more
Tell
about
me
that.
about Tom Clancy's Wildlands.
So this game seems like a generic Ubisoft open world game, like totally through and through. Like it's like go to this area with a question mark, and they'll be like, okay, you can get this here, get that, pick it up. Now go here, do this quest, and it just knocks off a point off like the
your checklist.
the big of like the big bad, and then once you do enough, you can just go fight the big bad, clear the area, go to the next area.
Like Mafia 3.
And the only way to get upgraded weapons of like finding new weapons and shit is like to like go to an area, hack a computer, and goes, I want to find all the weapons I can get here, and be like, okay, here's all the scopes and weapons you can find. You can't buy weapons, so I think it's a bad system.
Is ammo a thing?
Ammo's a thing, like you have ammo, but you just walk, there's like always ammo crates on the ground, you walk up to, say E, I want ammo, and your whole entire ammo refills.
So ammo's universal.
Ammo's universal, it's easy, but you can't get new guns unless you like pick up new guns. They're like good guns. It's like, here's a sniper rifle that does 1,000 damage. And you're like, I'd rather have this one than one that does 250 or whatever.
Really?
Something like that. Yeah, I mean, you want the fucking big gun that just like shoots a guy through a car window and his head explodes and he's like, the car flips and everyone dies. I want that gun. But like you have to go find it and like you have to go find scopes and stuff. So like my sniper doesn't have a scope that like zooms in. It's just like like an ACOG scope. I'm like, what the fuck's the point of this?
Mm-hmm.
I have to go find that in the beta. I'm like, that doesn't seem like it's fun. Like, I think it's not good. I'd rather have like all my gear and then have really tough and just get harder and harder as it goes on. Like I don't want it starting off easy because I'm like, oh, all I have is the shitty gear. I want to have all the good gear and start off hard and then just get progressively harder as I keep the same gear.
How open was the beta? Cause
super open.
Did you have access to the whole map?
I don't have access to the whole map. You can go everywhere, but like you could go to these 2 zones pretty much that were open. And once you kill the boss there, the game goes, hey, you want to pre-order? And then you said no, and then you continued on.
You should have said yes.
It's just you just put the money down right there. All that money I don't have.
Mm-hmm.
Man, there's so much potential for that game too. That game's cool. Like it's like the playing with friends, like what Thomas did, what we did was really fucking cool together. So his friend was a sniper on his helicopter, and he dropped down on his helicopter next to a crane, dropped him off on the crane, and then me and my friend jumped off to like parachute into the enemy compound. He provided covering fire for us as we like went around and snuck around. Like that's cool.
Yeah.
That was all us. Like no one else thought that. And Thomas set a helicopter down and died. But like that's Thomas in general. But like that stuff's really fucking cool. But like we didn't need to do any of that. Like I didn't feel like that was difficult enough for us to do.
Yeah.
Like as Thomas said when you were talking to him at BJHL, when he was like, "Yeah, I was gonna go in quiet," and they all walked in and started shooting everyone like fucking idiots. This is that easy. Like we
compromised the plan.
Compromised the plan. Or our plan was just like I was like, I'm fucking tired, and like it's like 12. It's 12 in the morning.
Yep.
And we're up still playing this. I'm gonna pull this fucking LMG without a silencer, just go and just like kill 5 people and then move on and win. Like it's not difficult, the game itself. I feel like it should like be more difficult.
Is there a difficulty select?
I think there's a difficulty selector. Like you can put it on hard if you want to, but I don't think that changes the intrinsic nature of like I don't need to be silent at all. I can just shoot these people and go through.
Now, is it like mission based, like an MGS5, where you're like embarking on the mission, or is it just the world? Because then
it's the world.
Okay. Because then a difficulty slider, I could see it's like, oh, here's the hard version of this mission. No. But missions are more organic than that.
So like you're in this open world, and you pretty much find documents on the ground that you pick up, and you're like, it's like, oh, here's where the fuel tank reserves are. Yeah. Got to go destroy them.
Got to find the secret weapons.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, that. Yeah.
R&D scientists.
Easy. And then that's all you do. You just go there and you like shoot 5 dudes and hack a device, and you leave and do rinse and repeat.
Do you ever extract anybody?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are we Fultoning?
So we're not Fultoning. We're putting them in a car, and then we're driving them to an explosion, taking them out, and then you don't ever take them out of the car. You just knock on the door, and they go, "Thanks, you brought back the guy. Here's a tick off the point of the enemy thing." And you're like, "I did it."
Okay. Because it's so hard not to compare this game to MGS5.
It is very much like MGS5, and I think it's really. I still think the game's really cool as a thing too. Like I think this game had a lot of potential. Lost it all for me.
Really?
After we played it, it was like I don't think this game's like it's not gonna get like. I think if it was maybe a little more narrow and maybe a little more difficult right off the bat, I think this game would have hooked me way quicker. I think I might still play it if my friends are gonna play it. Like why not, right? Because like I think I'll still have a good time. Like the amount of times I killed Thomas. My friend Neil, how much we fucked with each other is still so much fun to play those kind of games. And games that let you do that are great. But I don't think I'm not gonna like rate it higher because it lets me do that.
I wonder if it's a case of like you can do it however you want, backfiring because it's so easy. Because you can do whatever you want.
Like Thomas, who's always the fucking mid-maxer of any group we're in, apparently. He just wants to like this is how you should this is what the guide says to do. That's what literally Thomas did. And I was like, we're playing the beta, who cares? And he was like, yeah, if you want to, we could split up. Like, which I think this is the coolest thing. I think this is actually like really cool. Like, if my friend Neil and me want to go do a mission, and Thomas and Zach want to go do a different mission, we could just split off and do both missions at the same time.
That's really cool.
Like, that's a cool thing. But also, like, the game's really easy then. It's like imagine if 4 people did one mission then.
I love that idea.
Smoked it. Yeah,
this is like
so
anime
good.
of like we're going in different directions. We're competing to see who does the most shit. We come back. We're just super powerful.
And then I just shoot again a helicopter and go after them and kill them as like a joke.
I want to be like those cheesy Ubisoft actors when they're playing the mission. They're talking all tactical. Like I want to do that.
I want to do that.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's so like when I saw Rainbow Six Siege when it first got out, that thing. I wanted to play that game and do that because I think that's so fucking fun. Like, I'm like, that sounds so fucking cool. Like, what if a bunch of friends who are like, honestly, like, yeah, all right, I'm going to the window. All right, I'll get you covered. I'm like, oh, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Like, have friends like that? Oh, man. I want that, but I'm never going to have that.
All we have to do is play Rainbow Six Vegas 2.
I have it. You want to play?
I have it here, 360, man.
Oh, man, dude, I would.
I just don't have 360. I didn't bring it to Texas. Why would I need a 360 in Texas?
That's true. I have it for the computer.
No, let's play that.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Let's just play that for 24/7.
Holy shit, dude.
Holy shit.
Let's
Let's just get everyone to play. We'll play Terrorist Hunt.
Yeah, that's great. That game is fucking
You
awesome.
put that on the hardest difficulty, was
That
Terrorist
game's
fuck you up.
you get fucked up on the normal difficulties. That
That's
game
so
fucks you
fun.
up.
Villas.
Did you only? My friend would play it, and I was like, "Well, I can't use the ammo for my gun. I had ammo and ammo. I only used the revolver, like the bulldog or whatever." My friend got so mad at me. He was like, "Whack, whack, whack!" And he's like, "Chase, please stop playing with me." And I was like, "Never, you can't."
How would you build your guy? Would you go really heavy,
Really, really heavy.
That's,
Oh.
Yep.
I mean, if you're not going real heavy, it's just everyone. All your friends always go real light.
Yes.
You got to be the real heavy guy.
I like to have like.
Why are we the same person?
Someone would go really light, someone would go really medium, and I would go really heavy.
Yeah, of course.
You get the variety.
You should. I know you don't like multiplayer games. I think you'd enjoy Siege a lot.
I like multiplayer games.
I know you're over them, is what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
think you'd like Siege a lot more than you think you would.
Hopefully, I love Rainbow Six too.
You'd like Siege because like if you're in it, like it's just gotten so much better because Ubisoft has just put a fuck ton of money into that game, just put time into that game. Like they just let the developers work on that game. That game's awesome.
I should give it a try. I was a little negative on it. And that was unfair.
If you want to get, if you have a computer that can play it, and you want to play the computer sometime. I don't know if that'll run it. That's all I'm saying. Like I don't know if that computer would run it. That's all I'm saying.
Who knows?
But I know I would play it with you. I know Thomas would play it with you.
I'll pick it up for PS4 or something sometime. Maybe.
I'll never play it with you then.
Oh, okay, good.
Because I don't have it for the PS4. I have it for the computer.
It'll be like $2 at one point. That's a games with a.
It's a game for like summer or winter Steam sale.
That's a PS Plus game at some point, right?
No, it's not.
No.
No, it's too big.
Too big.
Too big to fail.
I'm adding it as we speak.
Oh, I can't believe this. I think you should get it for the computer so you can play with me and Tom O's.
I don't play computer games.
Oh my god.
Computers for Civilization. It's for my RTSs and my MOBAs.
I can't talk to you right now.
It's just wrong.
Your
Shooters aren't meant to be played on the computer, Trace. What are you talking about?
It's for the Nintendo 64 controller.
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye. When the
Perfect Dark. It's got perfect in the name.
Oh god, dude. Perfect Dark was what a fucking trip that game was.
I feel like a mean person, like, shitting on those games.
Why?
Those games are super good-spirited, and people love them, and I feel bad. I don't want to...
I think most games are super good-spirited.
For Honor.
Oh man,
We'll have the For Honor conversation.
We didn't have it on. If you want to listen to my For Honor conversation, go to VGAL on YouTube at some point whenever that gets uploaded. Will be after this thing gets uploaded, definitely. If there's any actual viewers watching this, listening to this, what I really want to talk about is I played some Dark Souls 3, and
Give it to me.
Dark Souls 3 it's all right still. Like that's about it. Like I don't think that game is as good as people think it is.
I think there's a lot of people with you, but
Yeah.
This seems like, I know 2 was polarizing, but I feel like it generally was negative.
Yeah.
I think this one has a skew. Like, there are people in one way, and there are people in another.
I find just some of the bosses I'm playing through this game in the beginning. I've played through before, so I know how some of the bosses already work, which I think gets rid of some of the thrill of it. But those bosses are super easy still.
I think you're fatigued. I really think that's the case.
I actually, the thing is, like, I like still exploring this game. I think I found a new area. Like, Dark Souls 3 was broken for me. I just realized when that game came out. Like, quest lines were just bugged. I just did the quest line correctly for the first time. This is the 3rd time I've done it.
Wow.
And it was just broken from, like, the start. Like, there's the Seaward quest, which everyone loves.
Some might say the moment of 2016.
It's not that part. It's whenever the patches drops the gate on you, or you go across this like gate and it lowers and 2 giants come to kill you. And I killed the 2 giants already, so he's like, yeah, giants, wait, where are they? Oh, fuck, you asshole, you motherfucker. But like the gate just automatically came back up for me every single time. And I was never supposed to do that. And it didn't come this time, so I was like, what the fuck is going on? What am I supposed to do? And I go find like a new area that I've never been to before, climbed up and found it and was like, what the fuck is this place? And so apparently that's what everyone says, that's how you're supposed to do it, and it never had that happen to me before.
That's just weird. That shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah, and then the poise system was broken, and everyone said that it wasn't broken, and everyone's like, no, Chase, it's not broken. I'm like, I'm gonna go with my gut here.
The devs literally said it was.
And then they came out and were like, at first they said it's not broken, working perfectly fine. Then a year later, literally said it's totally broken, we're fixing it. And I played the game and I was swinging a sword with heavy armor on, and a guy hit me and I didn't stagger, and I was like, the game's fixed. It's finally a good Dark Souls game here. I did PvP. I had a good long PvP match with them, and I won. That felt like fucking awesome.
Yeah, PvP's fun.
If the lag is good.
I want dual crossbows.
If the lag isn't good, I mean, if the lag, Wait, there's no lag. I'm just gonna say that there's no lag. It's fun. If there's lag, man, fuck that fucking game.
Put that in everything.
Yeah, that's true. But like that game, especially, is you're like, oh, block, turn, and and someone's stabbing you in the back. You're like, how'd that man get there? What happened? What? My computer's exploding.
I was just thinking, Bloodborne 2 at E3 this year at the
Oh.
Sony presentation.
No, I don't know what that. Do you think?
I don't know if it's time because they pump out games really fast. Is the
Yeah,
thing. It's
I
like,
think-
I remember being shocked that Dark Souls 3 was getting announced.
I would like something new from them. I don't want another Dark Souls. I don't want another Bloodborne.
They said they were doing something.
So I'd like to see that then.
So then Sony gives Bloodborne to a different developer. They give it to Team Ninja, and Team Ninja makes Bloodborne 2.
No, give it. Is Teenager the guys that did Neo?
Neo.
Yeah, they should totally give it to them.
That's what I'm
Those
saying.
guys are cool. They did. Neo seems good. I'm not playing it because I don't have money.
I'd love to play Neo.
That's a game that I should be playing, but I'm playing the Dark Souls 3 DLC instead. I'm going to try to do that.
I hear it's good DLC.
I've heard it's good DLC, so that's why I'm playing the game again. I think I like that game. I just think I think a lot of those games are overrated actually comparatively. Like going through them again, I think those games are given a lot more.
Which is really weird because we've just rebounded so hard of being Dark Souls. This like the true undertone. This is the hardcore game.
This is
The
the
media doesn't get it, and
Yeah.
then the media accepting it, and now moving on. And
Yeah.
Well, now we maybe rated a little too
Maybe
high.
I'm just like against the people. Everyone's like, oh, it's a Dark Souls of this or the Dark Souls
Greatest
of that. and
gameplay of
I'm
all
a little
time.
tired of just Dark Souls being talked about. I think everyone plays Dark Souls wrong anyways in general. Or like if you play with a shield, you're playing Dark Souls wrong.
That's
Like
me.
that's why Bloodborne's the better games. It just goes say fuck you, don't get a shield, you're actually dodging, and then you have more fun.
Mhm.
That's why people like Bloodborne more.
Yeah.
Because there's no shields, so you're actually having an engaging combat. Like I'm just two-handing a sword the whole time I'm playing Dark Souls 3.
Also, it
It's
does
great.
cool thematic stuff.
Yeah, and it has Eldritch Horror, which was big at the time.
People like Eldritch Horror.
Yeah.
That's why Etrian Odyssey 3.
It's the best
Best
Etrian
Etrian
Odyssey. That's fair. That's really all. I mean, I'm playing Yakuza 0 still. Night in the Woods. I don't think I have a full. I need to beat that game before I have my full opinion
Yeah,
on it.
for
I
a game like
really
that,
think.
you want to get through it all, I think.
I really like the beginning of it. I think it's really like poignant in like really quick ways of like how indie games can be, where it's just like, oh, this is a game about like a very small town being abandoned, and like everyone in there talking about their small town being abandoned, like in really small ways. Like you're walking around, someone's like, there's like someone like wrote like just pretty much was like being like, fuck this place on the wall, but then like gave up and just put a black line through everything, like ran around with a paint roller. Everyone's like, who the fuck did this? and like, and if someone, and your person walks up who's like a 20-year-old dropout of college who's just like, yeah, fuck the establishment, and like continues on in like a dumb way where like even she realizes it's a stupid thing to say and like continues on. It's just really like critical of what its own self is saying. But I think it's like really like funny and being like, we need to tear this down. This isn't useful here. And like, but that's history. They're like, fuck history. And like it's really interesting talks like that, like are in the background, and in the main game the normal stuff is just like are having like a goof at everyone or like doing dumb crimes. Like I'm just gonna go steal from this Hot Topic lookalike place.
All right.
And you're like you steal and you just come back like at the very end of like the stealing, you're like, I'm giving this back, I stole it from you. And they're like, wait, what? Why do you steal? He's like, yeah, man, fuck the establishment. And goes, but not your establishment, because you're part of under the establishment. I understand what you're going for. And like puts it back and goes, have a good one. And like just leaves. I'm like, this is the kind of humor I enjoy.
Yeah.
Of like these dumb idiots who are still teenagers figuring things out. It's good times, but I don't know if it'll be good times the whole time.
Yeah, you got to see how it keeps.
I gotta see, and then apparently this magical shit happens, and I don't know.
Good.
We'll see.
Good.
Got drunk at a party and just yelled at my ex-boyfriend the whole time, and then puked, and then someone drove me home and was like, you're a fucking idiot, and then goes, yeah, and you just start crying, and just goes, get the fuck out of my car.
Jesus.
It's a good game.
Cat's got a lot of drama going on.
That cat's got like a fuck ton of drama going on.
It's just unnecessary.
And then you can play like a roguelike in it, and it's alright.
All right.
Yeah.
Because we don't have enough of those.
No, it's a roguelike in my adventure game.
Can we get rid of roguelikes? Let's take a break from roguelikes.
Do you
I'm
think-
taking a break from everything else.
Whoa,
We can
alright.
stop roguelikes for a little bit, please.
I think that's like you're getting rid of the indie darlings.
Yeah,
now.
you're right. You're talking about indie darlings being Metroidvanias. No, they're fucking roguelikes, dude.
Yeah, you got Enter the Gungeon, Binding of Isaac, Rogue Galaxy,
Rogue Legacy.
Rogue Legacy. That's what I'm thinking of. Rogue Galaxy is also like a roguelike, but different.
I don't mean to hate on roguelikes. I'm sorry.
Do you think
Just letting out some steam.
you don't like permadeath kind of games?
I don't hate them.
Yeah.
I don't hate them. XCOM's cool.
XCOM is cool.
Fire Emblem's cool.
I didn't play any more XCOM.
It feels weird to be talking about so much Fire Emblem recently. I probably sound like a crazy Fire Emblem person. I'm like, nah.
You kind of are.
I'm like, nah.
You're like a huge Fire Emblem
I played
chill. I know.
played 4 Fire Emblems.
You played Fire Emblem Fates, all of it, and then you
Yeah.
played Awakening and,
And
Heroes.
I played, like, Duology.
Oh, you did play those are the best. Those
Yeah,
are
they
great.
are. I need to play the other Game Boy ones, but I was,
Nah,
you know, those sprites are alright.
Just wait for the next one. I don't like. Don't tire yourself out on it. Is what I'd say.
Yeah, whatever.
That's what I did.
Go back to Disgaea. I'll go back to a real man strategy RPG.
Oh, God.
I want to be doing 1,000,000 damage on each punch.
You have to be doing 1,000,000 damage on each punch, or you're not doing Disgaea right at all.
Yeah. I want to grind one sword for 5 hours to improve one stat point.
That's so dumb. That's so stupid.
It's cool character designs. I like that. You just make your own army. You name your people whatever you want.
You just get a bunch of penguins.
Yeah. I love Prinnies. Prinnies are a good mascot.
That's good.
NIS has a good mascot.
Jack Frost, Prinnies.
Jack Frost, Prinny, Pac-Man.
Pac-Man is a good mascot.
Best mascots. Jack Frost is
What
a
about
great
even Mario?
mascot.
Mario's a great mascot.
Mario's a great mascot.
Mario's a great mascot.
Is Sonic-
Pikachu's a good mascot. I don't care what anyone says. Pikachu's still a good mascot.
Pikachu's good. Pikachu's
Cute. Cute. I like Fat Mouse Pikachu
Kirby.
way more. Kirby's a great mascot.
Why does everyone hate Kirby?
Does people hate Kirby?
Everyone
Who
hates
hates Kirby?
Everyone hates Kirby.
That's fucked up. Doesn't make sense. Kirby's like a sweet boy who just comes here, a sweet androgynous being who loves everything.
I dropped the objective perspective that Kirby's Nintendo's best IP.
That's the correct That's the correct perspective.
Like Mario, yeah.
Mario's great.
I will see
He's
Mario.
fine. He's a guy, but like Kirby's adorable.
Kirby can do no wrong.
Yeah.
Even Canvas Curse?
Rainbow
Rainbow Curse.
Rainbow Curse isn't that good. We all agree
It's
on
not
that.
a real Kirby game. I get to pick and choose.
No, you don't.
I get to choose what's
But
a
there's
real
been a lot
Kirby
more
game.
bad Mario games than Kirby's games.
Which is
Sunshine's out there, still plaguing this galaxy.
What if we get Sunshine 2?
If we got Sunshine 2, I'd give it an honest look.
Give it a good shake.
I'd give it a good
Shitty
shake.
Piranha Stars.
If people let's be honest, if they made Sunshine 2 and just took out Flood and made this levels good, it'd be a fine game.
That's not Sunshine.
You're right. We should make a better Mario game. It's called Odyssey. We took out the Sunshine part.
Dude, if Odyssey comes out this year, how is that not Game of the Year?
Persona 5.
Alright, right. Before we go, this is a weird thing, but now we're talking about it real quick.
Okay.
Like, closing, this is not a long thing. Like, Game of the Year this year.
Yeah.
We've got, like, top 5. It's like Persona 5, Mario, Zelda,
Could be.
Horizon,
Could be. Yakuza 0.
Yakuza 0,
It's on there.
Tales of Berseria,
I mean, once you get some more look at
Tale of Revenge,
once you have time, Joe,
Tale of Revenge,
I have to give you the scoop on that one.
Assassin's Creed Egypt,
Is that coming out this year?
probably.
Okay.
Where's Call of Duty?
Man.
Should get announced soon, right?
I'm still the crazy person who has like the idea of like Assassin's Creed set in Japan is like a good idea.
Yeah, no,
Like,
everyone thinks
no, a feudal Japan, but like you take out literally everything that makes Assassin's Creed. Like climbing, get fucking rid of it.
I had this argument with Peter. I said the Animus sections are the worst part of Assassin's Creed. He says they're the best part.
What are the anime sections?
Like the whole point that you're actually not that ancestor, you're just simulating the whole
Oh, that
game.
part fucking sucks. Who cares
Like,
about like?
wouldn't it be more fun if you were actually that person in that time period?
Yeah, that'd be like I think
Peter says I'm crazy.
Yeah, Peter's dumb on that subject.
Like I don't like going back into modern day and like dealing with all that bullshit and like pixelating shit, like simulating the world.
No.
Like no, I want to just be a pirate.
Yeah, I just want to do the pirate thing
Like,
forever.
fuck.
I think the downfall of Assassin's Creed is still the Assassin's Creed part of it. What was the best part about Black Flags? Sailing around and shooting your cannons.
Yeah.
What was the worst part? Getting off your ship and doing Assassin's Creed. It's the fucking worst part of that game, hands down. It fucking sucks.
I think Egypt could be cool.
I think it'd be cool.
I think it's a cool
I think they just
place.
need to get fucking cut off the fucking shit of Assassin's Creed.
What? They don't need to. They don't need to.
No, but I mean, yes, you're right. They don't need to. They also don't need to make a good game, but like, I'd like that to happen.
Sure.
This is me giving them advice.
Battlefront 2 this year.
Oh fuck! What if man?
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh man, I'm excited! Holy shit! I'm so excited for that
That's what I'm
game.
saying,
Oh, it's
dude.
game.
This year is amazing.
This year is
This
amazing.
is the year of dreams.
If Battlefront 2 gets announced and they just say, hey, instead of having pickups for ships, you can just get in them, I'll fucking be excited for that game in a heartbeat.
Hey, if it was a single player, maybe I'll play it.
Yeah, maybe. I was so disappointed by Battlefront, but I was more disappointed by Just Cause 3, so
Oh man,
that fucking year was awful for games that I was excited for.
it was a rough year, 2015.
That year was like the year of like dreams starting off and then seeing what happened to my dreams get fucking crushed.
I got Zestiria that year, so it was not great.
I had people were like Battlefront's coming back. I'm like, oh man, I love Battlefront. on
Tony
the Xbox.
Hawk.
Tony Hawk's coming back. Yo, we got a new Just Cause. I'm like, oh shit, these games I love. And it was like bad.
Was
And I
that
was like,
Guitar Hero 2? Was that the Guitar Hero?
Guitar Hero Live's good. Like I don't even hear.
alright,
Guitar Hero Live's
rock,
like
okay, Rock Band then.
Rock Band was just like fucking. It was fine, but it was just the same like Rock Band game. Like I think my friend gets mad at me for saying this, so we're continuing on this fucking. And we're gonna end it after this. He gets mad at me for saying Rock Band 4 not fixing any of the background shit is not a problem. That background shit's a problem.
You know what else comes out this year?
What?
In Japan?
What?
Dragon Quest 11.
Oh,
Fuck, dude.
and that's been the objective perspective.
I don't even know how to top that.
You can't.
Alright. Just get the fuck out of here.
Let's get the fuck out of here, everyone. And thanks for listening. I hope you listen again.
Go buy Dragon Quest 11.
I was doing so good. Been a long time since I felt this way. But you cracked that shell. Only time will tell, so I'll wash my hands of it. That mess of presence makes me nervous, and I don't deserve this. What could I do? You didn't ask for this, so I'll wash my hands of it. I was doing so good. Been a long time since I felt this way. But you cracked that shell. Only time will tell.